Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshines. How are you? Today is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad in it. Good morning, and thank you for joining me on this stormy, rainy day. So, on today, I usually don't rush, but early this morning, like about 20 minutes ago, the lights flicker for about 2 minutes and they went off. So, there's a really bad storm going on right now, so I'm gonna try to like get through everything. I might not um I might not stay on here as long today. Well, I'll stay on. If the lights cut off, then we'll end it. But anyway, they went off this morning. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to go live, but it was very quick this morning. So hopefully, if they flash off today while I'm on this, hopefully it'll be quick like it was this morning. But with that being said, good morning, you all. Thank you for joining me on today. Thank you for joining me on today. Today is the day. Today we're gonna be reading from Psalms. Yes, how are you all doing today? I hope all is well. And I forgot to turn my ringers off. Turn them on silent mode. Oops. I forgot to turn my ringers on silent mode. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Thank you all. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to share as you come in. Bring a friend. You come, bring a friend. Yeah, bring 5 friends. But with that being said, TikTok, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I need you all, I'm trying to build my audience. I really need you all to go over to YouTube and follow my channel. It's Just Sonya on YouTube as well. I'm trying to build my following over there. And for some reason, it's just sitting at that low number. But if you could do me a favor, and after this, or if you can multitask, hop over there, follow that channel. Let's start trying to build that channel over there. Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, please go follow me over there as well. The numbers aren't as low on Instagram as they are on YouTube, but I don't know what Instagram is doing. So we're gonna try to figure that out. I don't know if those are bots over there or what, but we'll figure that out later because you just don't get no response. You don't get in front of any audience. I don't know. I don't understand that. But with that being said, today is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad in it. We're going to try to get through this storm. We're going to try to make the best of today. We're going to try to make it happen. We're going to try to do whatever it needs to take. Me, as far as since it's raining, it's limited in what I'm going to do on today. I don't want to be out in a storm. And then on top of that, if the lights go out again, I ain't going to be able to do too much anyway. Because. But the good thing about it is my devices are charged because usually my devices are not charged when it's storming. That's the worst day that I pick not to charge my devices is when I know a storm is coming through. I don't know, but today I didn't know a storm was coming through. My mother called me from a whole nother state and told me the lights were flickering there. She asked me, were they flickering here? And I say, no, they're not flickering here. Next thing I know, they start flickering here and they went out for 2 minutes. So I was like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do my live today? So they went out very quickly. They came back on. Thank you all for joining me on today. Thank you for just coming in, taking a moment of your time on today, tonight, whatever time it may be in your time zone. Thank you for joining me on today for just this quick second. I want to welcome you all in. I'm just Sonya. I come here daily at 7 o'clock a.m. I read a scripture, I read a declaration. I try to encourage you, and if it leads to other conversations, it leads to other conversations. I usually don't battle on TikTok during this time because, it's sacred. I try not to battle, but I do come on later during the day sometime and battle, even though I don't really understand it yet. I try to participate. I've only won like 2 times, so evidently I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really a gamer, so I don't know. I know you're supposed to encourage people to give, but hey, TikTok, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, run my numbers up. I didn't put the poll today, but you could go to my page. I have ads running. If you need any of my service, reach out to me. Um, let me know if there's any of my services that you need. Facebook, YouTube, and all, you see the phone number and the stuff scrolling at the bottom. So just reach out to me as I build my team, whether you want me to handle the services for you or whether you want to join my team as a home-based business. As long as you're in the United States of America, you can do that. Because of compliance, you have to have a social security number. So with that being said, if you want to work from home or you just have a full-time job and you want to earn extra income, please reach out to me. To my ones who are not from America, as I've always told you all, I'm going to repeat that again at the end. The things that you could do and you could do from your home in any part of the world that you're in. You just have to know how to go out, post that you're doing this here, and believe me, they'll come. There are content creators. There are people with small businesses who cannot handle the business and the back end. You can answer emails for them. You can create graphics for them. You can handle their social media. You can respond to their social media. You can become their social media manager. Some of you are very creative. They don't know how to create their reels and stuff. You can create their reels for them and charge them for that. So with that being said, we're gonna get in to this. We're gonna get into this. Don't forget, you all. Don't forget to share, and bring a friend in with you if at all possible. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to be on here, but for the last couple of days, it's been lasting close to an hour, maybe 40 minutes. But today, I can't stay on here that long because I have like a call at 8, as you all know, at 8 o'clock every morning. And then after that, today I'm in training class for something else. So I got to get my mind right for that training class. It consists of dealing with numbers. So I won't be on here that long on today. So with that being said, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Instagram, how are you doing on today? I finally got somebody in on today. Um, don't forget to hit that follow button. And when I get off of here, I'll make sure whoever follows me back, I'll follow you back. TikTok, your numbers are really, really high, but the numbers and the followers do not coincide. But that's okay. Maybe this content is not for you. I don't know what your relationship or anybody's relationship is with Christ. So with that being said, I talk about a lot of different things, but I don't know your relationship with Christ. So my content might not be for everybody. So there's non-believers, there's debaters. So with that being said, this sometimes people are not going to follow you back because of the type of content that you have, and that's okay, because I feel like he'll surround me and bring the right people to my pages. So with that being said, congratulations, Facebook. We've reached 11.9. We only have before I got on here, we had 82 more to go before we reach 12,000. That's awesome. TikTok and Instagram, I'm trying to get you there too, but it's a slow process. YouTube, we're trying to get you there as well too, but you have to follow me in order. You have to follow me in order to for those of you that are in the same state as me and you're saying that you're frozen, it's because it's storming here. It's storming. It's storming. So there's nothing I'll be able to do right now because Maybe that's why the storm, if you're on your Wi-Fi, like right now, I'm on my Wi-Fi. I'm on my Wi-Fi and it might slow down or something like that. But like I said, it's storming on my side of town. It's storming, so therefore it might go in and go out, and we might lose lights again because I lost lights before I came in this morning. I lost it for 2 minutes. So with that being said, today we're going to be reading from Psalms, and it's Psalms 100, verse 4 through 5. And today we're going to tag it, know how to make an entrance. Know how to make an entrance. That's what we're going to be reading from today. And the reading of the reading of the scripture goes as follows. You can pass through his open gates with a password of praise. Come right into his presence with thanksgiving. Come bring your thank offering to him and affectionately bless his beautiful name. For Yahweh, I love that. For Yahweh is always good and ready to receive you. He's so loving that it will amaze you, so kind that it will astound you. And he is famous for his faithfulness towards all. And that's Psalm 100, verse 4 through 5. And the declaration goes as follows. Draw near to God. That's James 4 and 8 tells us, and he will draw near to you. Any step toward God is ever and always met with him taking many toward you. Recall the image of the Father in Jesus' parable of the prodigal son. There we see a father scanning the far horizon for a growing speck that just might be the beloved child returning. On the day that the speck appeared, the Father broke into a full run to meet him. That's your heavenly Father. You were created for intimate communion with him. It's the very reason he sent his precious and only Son. Jesus died to make a way for you and every willing heart to return to the life-giving presence of the Father. All of this means there's no wrong way to come to God. The important thing is just to come, but some ways of coming are indeed better than others. Today's key passage recommends coming into the Father's presence with thanksgiving and praise. This is powerful advice. When you begin to contemplate God's loving kindness and graciousness towards you, when you spend a moment recalling the unmerited blessings, unearned rescues, and unrequested kindness, when you consider the magnitude of the gift that is Jesus, you put yourself in a posture of expectancy and joy. And such is the posture that best fits an approach to a Father who is so loving it will amaze you, so kind it will astound you. Don't come to God this way because it is the only Don't come to God this way because it is the only way to come. It isn't. Don't come to God this way because it is the required way. It isn't. Come to God this way because he is wildly appropriate. Come with expectancy and joy because when you're accurately glimpsed the reality of God's goodness and the enormity of his grace, you can't come any other way. Daughter of God, son of God, your Father is always good and ready to receive you. Run joyfully now into heaven's gates and right into his glorious throne with a heart overflowing with gratitude and mouth spilling over with praise. Do this, and you might overhear an angel saying, now there's a woman or man who knows how to make an entrance. And the prayer of declaration is, you can bow your heads, you can, whichever way you choose to do it, but this is the prayer of declaration. Oh Father, I come to you at this moment with a heart overflowing with gratitude and mouth filled with praise for your amazing love, your astounding kindness, your abundant mercies, and your redemptive brilliance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Isn't that a word on today? Isn't that a word? How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? I won't hit you with the okie doke today. I won't hit y'all with the okie doke. I'm going to try to stay in the zone. I'm not going to say what I want to say, but I'm going to post it later. But hey, for right now, we're going to stay positive. We're going to stay on top of things. We're going to encourage each other. We're going to bless each other. We're going to pray for each other. We're going to be there for each other. You know, and remember what I always tell you all. What you do on this side, you can't take none of it with you. You can't take it with you. When you're gone, it's still going to be on this side. So make sure whatever you do in this life is something that's everlasting and will last long after you're gone. Be there for somebody. Remember, it ain't always about us. Other people need help too. We're going through things, but other people are going through things as well too. So reach out to your family, your friends, your loved one, your associates, and lift them up as well too. Some days you can't always make it about you. Sometimes you have to forego being in your feelings to maybe lift somebody else up. You might be able to talk somebody off a cliff on today, because some people are at that point. They feel like there's no answer. The Lord isn't answering them. But always remember, it's not in our timing. It's not in our timing. It's not in our time. It's all in His timing. If that's the case, I would be rich today. But it's not His timing. I'm trying to make myself rich today. He might not be ready for me to be rich today. But hey, no matter what, I might not be rich in monetary value, but I'm rich in love, knowledge, and I'm breathing. That's all that matters. And that's what I want to bounce off from yesterday. Yesterday I was talking about like age and grace feeling and all that, but I forgot to tell you all. And I thought about, sometimes I be going on and on and on and on and on. Y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I go on and on. So with that being said, yesterday I forgot to remind you, no matter how you look outwardly, all that matters as far as beauty is your heart. Your inner beauty is what matters most. It's not the outer beauty. And remember, don't worry about society's standard of beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what people think of you and what people say don't even matter. It doesn't. As long as your heart is beautiful, that's the most important thing. Make sure you're doing everything in line. You don't have to be perfect. Everybody slip, backslide, and do all that. But try to be as close to living and doing Christ-like things as possible, because you don't want to have to stand at them gates. Y'all know what gates. You Christians should know what gates I'm talking about. You don't want to have to stand at them gates and have to explain yourself. You want to just you have a passage right on through. So with that being said, handle people with some kind of loving kindness. I'm handling you all with loving kindness every day, because I try to protect my peace, and I've said it 1,000 times, but I'm gonna say it for the newbies. I have a short attention span. I can't be like I mention it to people. I mention it, but some people just don't listen. So I'm gonna say this again. Okay, y'all do know that. Okay, some people like, but anyway, y'all do know that my DM is not to make a connection. I'm married. I'm married. Don't come in my inbox with that foolishness. My inbox is for business and business only. Same way with the other platforms. If you share my posts, Facebook automatically lets me know, and the others too, that somebody shared your post. There is no reason to screenshot stuff and put it into my inbox. You cloud my inbox, and when people are trying to reach out to me about business opportunities, or they want me to do a service for them, because I have ads running all across social media. I have ads running, and when they click that ad, it automatically opens into my DM. But if I have my DM cluttered with pictures of me, it kind of like I can't, like, it just messes me up, because I have to go through all of that to get to people where I can bring in money to feed my family. And y'all don't want my family to starve, do you? You don't want me to starve, do you? So with that being said, I want you all to lay back on the DMs, because like I said, the DMs are for business, and I've said that like 1,000 times. And um sometime when some of you notice that I'm up, y'all start sending me DMs in the morning time. In the morning time, even if you notice that I'm up or it shows that I'm up, I'm not really up for that purpose. I might be up doing my morning devotion, and I know I could turn off the notifications and stuff like that, but I don't feel like I should have to turn off the notifications, because I've said it 1,000 times. My office hours, I do, get the messages all night long for business, but my office hours are between 8 and 6. I don't know why anybody would be inboxing you 4 day in the morning or late at night. That's so disrespectful, because it's not protecting, and it's not being respectful of the other person's time. I would never do that to nobody. Before I text anybody on their phone, before I reach out to anybody on their phone, I look and see what time it is. Because to me, unless it's my mom and my family, they know I'll call them at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. But that's my family. Anybody outside of that, I would not dare call them before. Well, I have one friend, when she's driving to work at 7 something, I'll call her. But anybody else, I'm not reaching out to them before 8 o'clock, because I feel like 8 o'clock is office hours. So I'll call them at 8. And after a certain time, I'm not going to call them, because I feel like at that time of the night or evening, they're either doing what they do or they're spending time with their family. So with that being said, you guys, for right now, and period, it drives me up the wall. My inbox is for business. I need to keep it that way, because I might be missing out on an opportunity, because I know I'm a influencer. I know I changed my pages to professional mode, but some people, all you have to do is use a little, and y'all know I love you all, but y'all know I'm blunt. So hold on for a second. Y'all know I'm blunt. So with that being said, lay off the DMs. They drive me crazy. When my phone just a whoop whoop whoop, just ding 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 ding. What y'all don't know is I'm not only getting dings from, and that's okay, because it's business and I'm running ads everywhere. I'm not only getting dings from Facebook, I'm getting dings from YouTube, I'm getting dings from Switch, I'm getting dings from Instagram, I'm getting dings from TikTok, Twitch, I'm getting it from my website, I'm getting them from everywhere. So I like to be able to focus on where the notification is coming from. And I want to make sure the notifications are some type of way for me to make income. And it's getting busier as the season goes on. But I know some of you, and you know who you are. Um, um, we have it like that. But others, and TikTok, you know, y'all make me question every time I open my DM. I don't know what it is about you guys. Um, um, Look at me. Even if I was single, even if I was single, do I look like the type of female that's supposed to try to make any kind of connection over the internet? I don't look like that type of female. So stay out of my inbox. And then when you tell them you married, they ask you, are you happily married? I think I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna just ignore y'all. With that being said, and then the cryptocurrency on TikTok. I don't know what cryptocurrency is. I don't invest in any of that. Stay out of my inbox with that. But anyway, you all, well, I done went on a tangent for a second. But I'm just saying, when I was teaching in the evening times on Facebook, I was giving you all, there is a such thing as etiquette in anything that you do. And that's the same way with social media. We just, some of us choose to ignore it. But with me, I try to keep everything professional. So I keep my etiquette in place even for social media. If I make a mistake before, if I have somebody that I'm trying to reach out to, I try to look at their page and see what time zone they're in. If it's too late, I'm not gonna inbox them. But if I see they're up, okay, yeah. But and I see them posting, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna be reaching out to them like all times of the night and stuff like that. And that's etiquette in life and anything like that. I try to respect people's peace. I try to be there for them as much as possible, but I try not to break up their monotony and their routine. I try not to. I try to be respectful of anything that I do. But I know everybody's not me, and I need to stop expecting me and everybody else. If I stopped that, probably wouldn't be. I'm not stressed out, but I'd probably be in a better place. Stop expecting Sonya and everybody else, because it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. TikTok, don't forget. Oh, look at there, y'all showing out. Don't forget to hit that like button. But anyway, what I'm saying is, people are on social media posting and trying to make money. They don't have time to be making love connections. And if they are trying to make a love connection, most likely they have a fan page. And they'll tell you they're trying to make a love connection. But if you see them as a businessman or woman, or you see them pushing a product, keep the communication to that product. Don't be trying to take them out to dinner, take them here, take them there. It just don't work like that. It does not. It does not. It does not. It does not. And then I want to tell you all, I know, you could do what you want to do with your pages and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard out here as a small business owner. And I'm going to talk about that again today, because I talked about it yesterday and I don't feel like I elaborated enough. Small business owners, some do not have the budget for marketing and paying for ads and paying for pretty little graphics and paying for this so they can get their name out there. It's sad, but it's common. It's common practice, because sometimes when you just starting off, you don't have that big budget like Walmart, Target, FedEx, and all of them. So we as small business owners, we count on our family and friends to support us. And I know that saying, they said your support will not come. Oh, I forgot to blow my mic. I always forget this. And I have it plugged in, but I don't have it on. And they say your support will not come from your they always have that saying, support will not come from those closest to you. I don't believe that. We can break that. We can break that cycle. We can break that cycle. You can support people, because there are so many things that these people and small business owners are doing. Y'all know y'all need the services. You need the services. So with that being said, support small business owners. And if you don't need whatever they're selling or whatever they're pushing, it takes nothing for you to take a moment and share their post, because no two people have the same set of friends. You can help that person so much if you would share their post. It Instead of buying a lipstick from these big companies, y'all see these small business owners on here who have created their own makeup line, their own cosmetic line, their own skincare line, their own body scrub line. They got stuff for hyperpigmentation. You know, let's go to them first before we go to the big corporations. The big corporations have already succeeded, and these people, a lot of them are shy. A lot of them are shy. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. Well, I talk a lot, but y'all giving me the courage not to be shy. Y'all giving me the courage not to be shy. So with that being said, um, a lot of them are shy. A lot of them feel like they not perfect enough to be in front of the camera. A lot of them feel like they're not ready, but there is no such thing as being ready. You'll never be ready. So get out there with whatever you have. But what I was saying is the fact that they're sitting there, they're trying to do their lives, they're talking, they're describing their product, they're telling you how to purchase it. And we can't tell you what to do with your money, but some of that stuff, some of y'all know y'all need. And just because it's a certain person, y'all might not go and buy it. You'll rather go to the store and purchase it from a larger company, when all you have to do, because like you could purchase it, don't mean you have to keep buying it. That's like that mushroom coffee. I bought that mushroom coffee. I've been using it. I don't see nothing it's doing. And I bought one, I think they had a special. Buy one bag, get the second bag free. Everybody be saying, oh, my bloating went down. I just lost so much. That coffee is not doing anything. It's not doing anything. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but that coffee is not doing anything. The coffee and lemon juice concoction made me lose weight faster than this. They said this is for bloating. It helps with high blood pressure. They say mushroom has a lot of different advantages, and it might be but you know what? My husband did tell me once you start drinking that, you can't be drinking cokes. And every once in a while, I stop cokes, but sometimes I slip back up, and I when I get stressed or I have a hectic day, I'll drink a coke again. So he did tell me if I'm drinking cokes, it's not gonna do nothing. So wait, let me bag it up. Maybe the coffee will work better if I stop drinking them cokes. But with that being said, let's try to support a small business owner. Let's try to support the travel agents. Orbitz, Booking.com, and all of them have made enough money. Let's let them book our hotels and stuff for us. All you have to do is try them one time. If they're professional, make them your travel agent. If they're not professional, you can always go back to the big companies, but with them, they not professional either. When they when you book, you might be laying somewhere where there's bed bugs at. But what you don't know is the travel agent, those companies, when they're going through their little webinars, their trainings and stuff like that, a lot of the places they've gone, they've stayed at. So therefore, they know how that hotel is. They could tell you if it's clean, if it's not clean. Let them book your trips for you. If you have a family reunion coming up, you're trying to get a group of because that's what that girl from Atlanta Housewives does. Her mom, what's her name? Sonia, the track star. Um, the track star. Okay. The track star. Her mom goes back to Jamaica, and she books trips for couples to Jamaica. I know she's from Jamaica, but she's getting paid too. She books the whole trip for them. She chooses the hotel and stuff like that. So let's try to go to the small people first. Those cruises, the tax return. I told y'all H&R Block and all them work at Jackson Hewitt. They working for the IRS. They ain't getting ready to get you nothing. So let's try to go to the small tax agents. A lot of you are going out here paying more than you're supposed to be paying for stuff. Get your credit fixed. Get you a will. Don't leave here and your family have to. Them light bugs are a mess. Every time I open my front door. But anyway, don't let the um um new year come in and your credit is not straight, because you can't do anything without credit. You all know that. And especially you business owners, in order to leverage and get all them SBA loans and stuff that they're trying to give you, and they're giving out a lot of SBA loans to minority owned businesses. So you want to leverage yourself so you can go in the bank. And another thing I want, oh my God, that light bug is gonna drive me crazy. I need to turn this ring light off. But anyway, a lot of you, what you don't understand is they always tell you when you're coming up with a company name, be careful in the way you choose your company name, because don't think on a small level, think on a big level, because you don't want, when you start getting big, your brand start, because there is a such thing as branding yourself. When you start getting big and you branding yourself, you want to make sure you have a company name that can stand there with the heavy hitters. Ray Ray and Shay Shay's colors is not going to stand up there with the big dogs. Make sure you're intentional when you're naming. And when you're naming your company, there's certain companies that are considered high risk. There's every company, when you do your Dun and Bradstreet and you do all that, they assign you a number, a 5-digit number. You don't want that. I think it's five numbers or six. You don't want those numbers to be considered high risk. When when you're starting a company, the legal name never put, like, I'm gonna show you, for example, if you have a trucking company, don't put trucking in the name of the company. Don't put logistics in the name of the company, because when you go get a loan, they consider trucking, they consider credit repair, they consider even the boutique I have, they consider that as high risk areas, and they don't really want to loan you money. Hold on. And they don't really want to loan you money. So when you're choosing the name of your company, try to stray away from, if you're a trucker, try to make sure to hit that like button on TikTok. Make sure you stray away from putting logistics, trucking, anything like that in the name. If you have, like me, a credit restoration company that you're running, try not to put credit repair in the name, because, excuse me, when you're building business credit, those things are considered high risk. Don't put that name in there. I just thought I'd help you all and throw that out there, because when you go sit in the bank and they see that name come up, you can call it your last name Enterprises. You could say Global. You could say Initiative. You could say anything, but don't put that in part of it. And some of you all need to research that. When you're doing these companies, research it before you go any farther, because it'll only hinder you later on. And with that being said, I'm not going to hold you all up on today. That's all I wanted to tell you all today. But on today, some of you, your day is ending. Some of you, your day is beginning. On the people that day ended, I hope today when you woke up, you were able to find a ray of light. If you were not able to find a ray of light, I hope you were able to create a ray of light. With me, if I'm like in a down and out mood, I like to, and I always tell you all, and I'm gonna tell you again, I choose my stuff backwards. Most people choose their outfits, they go down to their shoes, then they choose their jewelry. That's not how I do mine. I choose my glasses and my earrings first, and then I move down to my clothing. That's how I create my sunshine. I love earrings, I love cute little jewelry. So this is how I like, if I'm in a bad mood and if I pray, I read the description. I'm still kind of, and I'd be like, okay, well, we got to get the day going. I'll go choose me a cute little pair of earrings or something like that. But for each and every person is different. But the fact that you woke up and your feet hit the floor and you were able to look in the ceiling, that's sunshine enough. That is your sunshine. That is your sunshine. You woke up living, breathing, because some people went to bed that night. They did not wake up in the morning time. So that should be your sunshine. But sometimes you just don't see it at that moment. So with that being said, I hope you have somebody that can pray for you and encourage you to maybe help you get to that point and, let you know that it's not as bad as it look. If you do not have somebody to pray for you, you can't pray for them. Y'all cannot pray together. Shift your tribe and find another tribe. Surround yourself with another group of people who will pray for you, pray with you, pray together, encourage you, lift you up, fast with you, pray for whatever you're trying to, sometime you praying together will be more powerful than you praying alone sometimes, because sometimes we just can't find the right words. But remember, it doesn't have to be big words. All it can be small words. There's no perfect words because he hears and he knows all. And even before you start praying, he knows what you're supposed to pray and ask for. So with that being said, try to find you somebody in the right circle to surround yourselves. But if you cannot find the right circle, make sure you or that person can be pointed to the nearest church, sanctuary, mosque, temple, cathedral, wherever you worship at, whatever your religion might be. Find a place of a house of the Lord. Make your way there, because when you get in there, there is sometimes just walking through those doors sometimes lifts that burden. But if it does not lift that burden, there's a woman or there's a man of God who's been called by him for you and for times such as this, who can pray with you, pray for you, encourage you, give help you with the resources that you need, or point you in the right direction. They were called for that. They have a calling on their lives. They were trained. Some of them have extended and gone to school for it. So with that being said, find your way there. If you cannot find your way there, or you should be able to find your way there, and you should have a place of worship. Even if you pray by yourself, you still should have a place of worship that you join at every week, because you're supposed to be giving it 10%. So I know you need to have a place of worship. And that's a whole nother thing about the 10%. We'll talk about that on another day about the 10%. But anyway, find your way there. As for me, when I meet people or I talk to people on the phone, I will greet them with a good morning, good afternoon, because I won't be doing any leg work because it's storming. I might not even have no lights in a few minutes. But anyway, I will not be going out to the storm. So with that being said, as I greet people and come across people and talk to people on social media or whatever, I will say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I will try to encourage them. On some days, I need encouragement, but I have a good tribe around me. I have good followers on some of my platforms. So on the days that I can't really lift myself up and I'm in like they let me know that what I'm doing is for the greater good. Remember, what you do needs to be for the greater good. If it ain't for the greater good, it means nothing, because it will still be here. Remember that. Do something for the greater good. So with that being said, all my platforms, I have a goal. I have a goal. All my platforms, I know y'all see that goal. Please bless me. I'm not asking y'all for no money or no cash app or nothing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bless me so I can be a blessing to somebody else for the holidays. I have a goal on each one of my platforms, and I want to help families out come Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if you can sow the subscription at TikTok, subscription at Instagram, or stars on Facebook, please do so. I'll make sure that I post if it's okay with the families. If it's not okay and they don't want their picture known, I'll just put their name or let you know how many families I assisted. But I'm quite sure you're going to want to see their picture because people want to know that their money went in the right place. But with that being said, bless me on Facebook. I have some co-laborers who have agreed to join me in giving back for the holidays. But each one of us have goals on our page. But I know my goal, I'm a little bit over 50%, but I was supposed to be finished with that goal for September and on another one. But bless me so I can be a blessing to other people for the holidays. There are people that are starving. There are kids that are hungry. There are kids that won't have any toys for Christmas. And I want to be a blessing. That's what my sunshine movement is. I come on live every day to bless you all with a word, but I'm trying to get my following up for a bigger purpose. It's not just about following to me. I do it for the algorithm. It's not like I wanted to be an influencer, social media content creator. I have a bigger picture of what I want to do in the community. And I bought myself on here and I go live on a daily basis in order to reach that goal because, hey, a sister been using her own money, so I need to get something going and raise some money some kind of way so I can help more people. Because when I'm out and about, like one person a day, one person every other day, I want to help the multitudes. So with that being said, I want you all to help me. Some of you are able, some of you are not able, but if you want to sow something, $1, 1 star, 2 stars, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Nothing, something is better than nothing. And I'll make sure I let you know what I did with it. I won't just take it and do whatever. It will go to the families like it's supposed to. So with that being said, loves, y'all have a nice day. I'm gonna see you all later. I'm gonna go and um, I have somewhere to be at 8 o'clock. But with that being said, don't forget I have a goal going on each one of these platforms. You all see that goal, and if you see a flyer of mine, share that too. Just because you might not need that service, it does not mean somebody else doesn't need that service. And don't forget, share your family member or your friend's flyer. They're just trying to make a living for themselves and their family. Even if you're so, because that's what it is, stubborn. If you're so stubborn that you just don't want to support them, somebody might support them. So if you see them posting something on their page, help them out and share it. You never know what might go viral, and then that person, you could catapult their business onto another level. So make sure you support people. The holidays are coming up. Make sure you go to these small business owners before you go to the big corporate people. I'd rather have a special something that was made with me in mind, a cup with my name on it, a shirt with my name on it, rather than something from a big store. Anyway, it's the small things to me that count. The small things should count to everybody, but that ain't the case with everybody. But it's the small things that count for me. And like I said, before I did my research with the travel industry, why pay orbits and all that when some of you take yearly and weekly trips, you take business trips and stuff like that? Why not help the small people? Because you never know. Those big companies, they don't have no personal relationship with you, but if you have your own personal travel agent, they're not going to send you. Thank you, love, for the roses. They're not going to send you any junk. They're going to send you somewhere you don't like. They're going to know your personality. They're going to know if you have caviar taste, and they're going to know if you have sushi taste. So with that being said, they'll know you, and they'll know where to book for you and where not to book for you, because you're not going to stay. Orbitz don't know that. Booking.com don't know that. Jackson Hewitt and them, once they get you them standard deduction, I'm not saying go to somebody who fits to get you $1 million and then you be sitting in a clinker with them on vacation. I'm saying Jackson Hewitt and all them, they're not gonna look for no extra money for you because they work with the IRS. So they're not gonna look for no extra money for you. So go to the smaller preparers. Stop paying high interest rate for these loans, these cars and stuff like that. Get your credit repaired, because when your kids get in school, sometime if you haven't saved in a manner in which it should be saved, at some point or another, you might have to sign for a loan for your child for school. So get your credit right. Get your credit right, because sometimes student loans don't cover everything. It all depends on what your child is going to school for, and some of these schools are not cheap. So sometimes if you were not able throughout their life to set aside money for their education, and then you should want to be able to help them because you don't want them bogged down in student loans. But if you were not able to set money aside for their education, and now they come to you and saying, "Mom, my tuition is $10,000 short," you're gonna be like, "Oh, you should be able to tell your child, okay, I got you. I can go to the bank and get a loan." So with that being said, the only way you're gonna be able to do that is with a good credit score. You know, good credit score take you farther. And then remember, it's generational wealth. Then, get your house in order. You don't want to leave here in your family. Don't think just because you put somebody as the beneficiary, it just ends there. It doesn't. They need to have a will and have their wishes known. So nobody be arguing. There's no hard feelings or nothing like that. So with that being said, you all have a nice day. I shall talk to you on another day. And if the Lord says the same, we shall all meet here again on tomorrow. We shall meet here again on tomorrow at the same exact time. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll make sure that it's 7 o'clock, and hopefully there will be no storm going. We'll meet here at 7 a.m. on tomorrow if we wake up on this side on tomorrow. But I want to also encourage you all to love on somebody, pray for somebody, share for somebody, check on somebody, especially your elderly loved ones. I see elderly, one lady tried to take me home with her at the post office. 90-some years old. She was still driving. She was still trying to put her mail in. I thought she was going to step off the curb. Now, one day, one lady did not want me to help her, but we'll talk about that another day. But take care of your elderly and aging parents and loved ones. Don't leave them to handle and fend and take care of business on their own. There's predators out here who prey on people like that. Stop letting your family or loved ones at 70, 80, 90 go to the bank, to the post office, even if they're cantankerous. Stop letting them drive and do things. People prey on them, snatch purses, they drag them. Check on your loved ones. I heard this so much when I was working in retail about how we just drop the ball when people start aging, and it's all about our life. Love on your loved ones. I shall see you here tomorrow. Check on them. Bring them in the house with you. If you can't stand them in the house with you and they don't want to be in the house with you, build something in the backyard. Them she sheds only cost $12,000. Put a she shed over in the backyard. That way you can walk out the back door to the backyard to check on them. They still on their own, but they're where they can you can check on them. They're not in the house with you, but they still where you can check on them. So with that being said, y'all have a nice day. I shall see you here on tomorrow. Today is a good day. Love you all. Love you, love you, love you, love you. I love everybody. I think everybody my friend. Everybody my friend. Everybody is my family. So with that being said, fam, hit me up and join me here on tomorrow. Bye.